Up next for our next presentation, we have again one of our sponsors, a gold sponsor from ManageEngine. We have with us Mr. Karthik, a Chief Evangelist at ManageEngine. He's an enthusiastic and passionate presenter, having presented ManageEngine solutions at over 200 plus destinations. He has over 15 years of experience in IT, and most of his time has been dedicated to promoting ManageEngine software. He has had the privilege to be a guest lecturer at the Keynote College of Engineering in Oman, also the National Institute of Ministry of Public Administration from Malaysia. So just a moment, he'll be joining us.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present at the QATAR Hybrid Cloud and Cybersecurity Summit. It gives me immense pleasure to meet you all, and I had to resort to this virtual session owing to my tightly packed schedule. Once again, I thank you sincerely to have made your presence felt in person for a virtual presentation. The topic I have chosen to discuss today is cybersecurity automation in SecOps. Cybersecurity attacks happen every 40 seconds, and monitoring a much larger attack surface, including mobile devices, cloud infrastructure, and IoT devices, is the norm of today's enterprise network security architecture. The purpose of automation is to ease the burden of cybersecurity organizations by automating repetitive behaviors. It allows security teams to automate repetitive and time-consuming tasks with the end goal of improving the workflow of SecOps and achieve better efficiency. A cybersecurity automation platform is a software that executes a series of security actions across the entire infrastructure quickly and safely. Before we deep dive into the topic, let us take some time to understand some terminologies here. Why do you need automation in cybersecurity? Cyber hackers are using automation backed by machine learning and artificial intelligence to boost their cyber attacks. Automation is going to establish itself as a mandatory capability in everyday SecOps, and faster analysis of security incidents, faster detection if at all it is compromised, and quick intervention to keep the business safe and secure are the reasons why you need automation in cybersecurity. And who do you think needs it? It is your security operations team. And what purpose is it going to solve? Seamless collaboration between IT security and IT operations to effectively mitigate risk. And the purpose here is to have a set of practices that automate crucial security tasks and ensure close collaboration between security and operation teams. Creation of shared security platform, which breaks down the barriers between departments, reduces risk, and improves the overall agility of business. A successful cybersecurity automation strategy depends on your SIEM, security information event management, and SOAR functionalities. And how does your security operations center respond to threats and attacks in an efficient way? Let's move to the next one, which is about the SOAR and SOC technologies. These technologies improve your SecOps capability 10 times more than what it is available right now. If you don't have these technologies or these functions in place. Security orchestration, automation, and response. It's a collection of software solutions that allow organizations to streamline security operations in three key areas. One is threat and vulnerability management and assessment. And the second one is incident response. And the third one is security operations automation. SOC, which stands for Security Operations Center, it is necessary to help you protect against cyber attacks. SOAR allows analysts to have the liberty of choosing which processes they want to automate. Cloud SOAR provides useful suggestions through SAI, thanks to SAI, which stands for Supervised Active Intelligence. SOAR is fully automated and can collect information in a short span of time and then activate containment actions. SOAR system enables cybersecurity and IT teams to combine efforts as they address the overall network environment in a unified manner. SOC, as we know, which stands for Security Operations Center, it's a centralized function within an organization that combines people, processes, and technology together to continuously monitor and improve your security posture while preventing, detecting, analyzing, and responding to cybersecurity incidents. It's built around a hub-spoke architecture where a SIEM correlates data from security feeds. So how do you conduct these security automation tasks? In the next few slides, I will throw light on the strategy that organizations have to adopt to automate their security operations, which is the essence of cybersecurity automation and the focus of today's presentation. First things first, the moment we say or hear cybersecurity, the first thing that flashes our memory is the password. Periodically and automatically rotate passwords of privileged accounts on edge devices, assign strong passwords, and choose a software that can work to automate this across a wide range of target systems, applications, and databases. While it is evident that password and account management is the key to safeguard your security kingdom, access controls to these edge devices are the safety locker to your enterprise. Follow a request release workflow mechanism for your technicians to gain access to such business critical devices and applications. So the next in line to password management is the privileged access management. Access permissions must be authorized and documented, should be revoked once the job is completed. You have to continuously audit the access permissions, revoke access when deemed unnecessary. And no edge device mandates a prolonged access. Constantly audit the accounts and remove those temporary accounts, which when left unnoticed can be the gateway to your organization or your kingdom. Auto log off privileged sessions when inactive or after the access time period. Automatically record sessions for audit and compliance. Patch management. This has always been challenging for administrators. Automatically deploy patches to missing workstations. Patches will include hybrid operating system patches, Microsoft software, third-party applications or software, Linux and Mac OS software as well. And equally important is the firmware upgrade to your edge devices and mobile devices. Talking about SIEM log management, your strategy to SIEM safeguards your security parameter with much ease and effortlessly provides you the right solution in place. Agentless log collection, correlation, log storage, and retention for compliance are the first set of activities to be performed to detect threats and malicious intrusion to your network. Threat reports on user account activity, web server, database, ransomware, file integrity, and so on will help you identify how well your security kingdom is performing. The solution you deploy for SIEM should be capable of automatically sending out alerts when resources are overutilized or depleted, and when there is an abnormal deviation in the user or entity behavior. UEBA, which stands for User Entity Behavior Analytics, organizations have now understood the need for zero-touch management. Machine learning and artificial intelligence helps them achieve this faster. A lot can be achieved through implementing machine learning and artificial intelligence techniques into SIEM. It helps you to understand user and entity behavior by associating a risk factor. Any deviation in the user entity behavior helps you identify pattern, time, or location anomaly. Activities like unusual system access or unusual software or multiple instances of a software installed on a host or unusual file downloads and so on helps identify insider threats, account compromise, or data exfiltration. As is evident, SIEM is necessary to redefine your security strategy. Frameworks like ATA and MITRE ATT&CK helps you constantly evolve over such security threats. MITRE ATT&CK stands for MITRE Adversarial Tactics, Techniques, and Common Knowledge. And Computer Weekly defines MITRE ATT&CK as a free, globally accessible service that offers comprehensive and current cybersecurity threat information to organizations. ATA, which stands for Advanced Threat Analytics. In addition to the open source threat feeds, third-party feeds like Webroot contain a more refined list of threats as they constantly receive updates from endpoint software around the globe. Each malicious IP, URL, or domain updated in the feed is assigned a reputation score that denotes how severe the potential threat caused by it could be. MITRE ATT&CK, talking about MITRE ATT&CK, some of the tactics attackers use to exploit an organization's network as defined by this framework are initial access, execution where they run malicious code, persistence, privilege escalation where they elevate their security status, and credential access where they obtain user and account credentials within the network, collection and exfiltration. Talking about endpoint vulnerability assessment, this is your next step in your strategy for cybersecurity automation. You should identify security misconfigurations in password policies and complexity, Microsoft Office document storage and access, the security loopholes and remote desktop sharing, BitLocker encryption, publishing network shares, disabling legacy protocols, prevention attacks, application control, audit, and you meet the compliance standards. Audit and compliance standard mandates use of approved software applications. Policies like default deny applications, just-in-time privilege escalation, trusted applications help you govern your compliance to industry and political standards. Privacy enhancing and techniques, security and privacy. Access permissions to data and folders. Data leakage prevention methods deployed play a significant role to identify sensitive data leaks through USB devices, emails, and printers. Storing PII in data files adds a vulnerability quotient, and hence such PII data files must be constantly monitored for audit and controlled and access controls. So talking about privacy enhancing computation techniques, much techniques in the market like obfuscation, zero knowledge proof, format preserving encryption, and anonymizers and so on. So with increased applications using the data on the cloud, you need to deploy a cloud access security broker, CASB, to monitor how data integrity is maintained between the cloud service provider and the user, and also between the cloud applications and the in-house legacy applications in your organization. Compliance. You have to ensure safety and privacy of customers' PII. This is actually mandatory to run your business. Hefty penalties are levied for organizations that fail to comply to these standards. It is imperative that the cybersecurity solutions you use to monitor and safeguard your network should meet the security requirement put forth in these standards like GDPR, ISO, SOX, HIPAA, GLBA, PCI DSS, and so on. So if you're looking for a vendor who can help you with those cybersecurity solutions on a single console, ManageEngine is going to be your answer. The cybersecurity solutions from ManageEngine help you automate much of your security activities. A zero trust approach enables your IT teams to control access to your networks, applications, and data. It combines techniques like identity verification, endpoint security, and list privilege controls to mitigate the risk of cyber attacks and limit attackers' access in the event of a data breach. Secondly, it helps you to detect and respond to vulnerabilities before considerable damage is done, for which your SecOps team needs ML-based UEBA, automated incident response, identifying malicious communications, analyzing network activity to detect and defend against malware. It will also include brute force attacks, cryptojacking, and so on. And equally important is to monitor your active VPN connections and ensuring compliance. Thirdly, give your users the freedom to work from anywhere and anytime without compromising on security and regulated requirements by managing and securing all endpoints, protect users against software vulnerabilities, ensure all the security patches are applied to all workstations and laptops as soon as they are released. Prevent unplanned downtime and protect against threats to your network by monitoring your entire network, server, application, database infrastructure. Protect these components against unauthorized access, configure the devices, and detect misconfigurations. Finally, mitigate the risks posed by social engineering attacks and other cyber attacks to your organization's data by protecting data, ensuring data integrity, preventing data leaks, and detecting ransomware attacks. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time for listening to this presentation from ManageEngine. You can have any questions. Do not hesitate to email me at karthik@zohocorp.com. I'll be happy to assist you with all your technical questions on ManageEngine solutions and technology trends. And in case if you need a presentation for your management, I'll be more than happy to assist you with this and give you an overview of how ManageEngine can help you brace the technology trends. And as all organizations are digitally getting evolved, you need the right solutions in place to brace these technology trends. You can get support from our local partners and the sales team for licensing and pricing on ManageEngine solutions. And you can also contact the email address given at the bottom for any questions related to ManageEngine. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Mr. Karthik, for sharing your PowerPoint presentation and keynote speech. Always an honor to have your gracious presence with us.